Hi, you all. This reading is for Scorpio. For some reason, I believe that some of you guys are stuck in a rut or in a predicament or in a situation that you're trying to figure out exactly which way to go or how to handle it or which path to take. And in time, it's going to come to you, okay? So don't push it if that's where you're at right now. I almost feel like, both of these cards, well, this one's that talks about creativity and ability to be innovative. And this one's talking about maybe needing a partner. So I almost feel like that maybe for some of you guys, whether it be a friendship, a romantic partner, a business partner, family member, I almost feel like that there's two of you all that can really make a difference in one way or another. You may be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, male or female, maybe with a younger energy, but maybe she also stands for creativity, and she's very creative. So this could be a child of yours, but this could also be someone that I said earlier that just might be helping you or leading you down to the next step in what you're looking for. Because when I get this hangman, that kind of makes me feel like you just need to see, get a new perspective, see through it someone else's eyes. That's how I feel with this hangman. It's almost like you look at someone and you say, put yourself in my shoes. And when you do, even though you thought back in the day that maybe they were crazy about something in particular, but when you put yourself in their shoes, you can see why they do the things that they do, or why they say, or why they move forward with certain circumstances. Because if you were in that predicament, you might do the same thing. So that's kind of how I'm feeling today. Almost like you might need to put yourself in someone else's shoes, or see things through their eyes, see things in a new perspective or in someone else's perspective. When you do, when you open up to it, when you just kind of try to say, you know what, I'm going to wait for a second. And when you give it a second, when I say a second, I mean a day or two or a few days maybe, things are going to come to you naturally. So sometimes it's just the way, it's not the right time yet. Sometimes you got to wait for the right time. But I do believe, especially with this Ace of Pentacles, that there's something coming that is going to make you feel secure, possibly financial gain, possibly a new way of living in a certain way. It's security. It can mean financial gain. So let me say that first. So some of you all may be getting promotions, maybe getting some kind of a salary increase, but it's also new beginnings in different ways. So when I see it, it first of all makes me feel like financial gain, but it also makes me feel like you're secure. You feel like you can do whatever you set your mind to do. So I get these two cards together, and it just makes me feel like that for some of you all, you're actually starting to build on a concrete foundation. I shouldn't say concrete, but it's like a foundation, and you start building on it. So when I get the Four of Wands, that's how I'm feeling today. I'm feeling like that there's something that is going to grow for you all. So along with the Ace of Pentacles, it could be that new job. It could be a financial gain or a pay increase or some kind of a salary increase. It could be some sort of a promotion. It just makes me feel like you're growing. There's something about your life that is building up and that is growing and that you're being proud of yourself for. So for some of you all, it could be anything from new homes to new jobs to salaries or promotions or businesses or babies, engagements. And especially when I get this High Priest over here, I get the High Priest, which could be a marriage proposal. Some of you all may be getting engaged. You may be getting married. There may be a reason to celebrate for that. Or even graduation or going back to school. Something that excites you. Something that is new and exciting that you guys are proud of, pretty much. So that's how I'm feeling with this Four of Wands and this Ace of Pentacles. If you guys are looking for some sort of a promotion or some sort of a pay raise, you might be getting it in the month of April. So I know everybody out there would love to have a pay raise. I mean, for heaven's sakes, who wouldn't, right? Salary increase or a pay raise, or, you know, even if it's not something huge, it all adds up at the end of the day, right? At the end of the week. Yeah, it really does. But there is something that's changing, which is really good for you all, because with this 10 of Swords and this 8 of Swords, I almost feel like you might feel like you're stuck, or that you're being sticked and stabbed to death. It almost makes me feel like, you know, sometimes when I get this card, I feel like when it rains, it pours almost. And then I get this 8 of Swords up here that makes me feel like you guys may feel like you're stuck in a situation, maybe even in a job situation. Maybe you're stuck at home right at this moment, and that's kind of making you a little claustrophobic. You don't know what to do with yourself, especially a lot of people are staying home right now. When I'm doing this reading, they're kind of calling for people to start staying at home. So you guys might be feeling a little claustrophobic and a little stuck in a predicament. But I don't think it's going to last too much longer, okay? So don't panic over it. Enjoy your time at home if that's what the case is. Because I do believe with this 7 of Cups, there's going to be options. There's going to be some really good options. When I get the 7 of Cups, let me explain this real quick, because my mind's telling me I need to. When I get the 7 of Cups, it's almost like that you may have too many options. You may have too many choices, and it starts becoming a little bit stressful. But when it all boils down to it, when you check out every one of these cups and you say, okay, let me just put the positive over here and the negative over here, it starts boiling down to only 2 or 3 of these cups, or these opportunities, or these options, or these paths, or these situations, whatever it is, jobs, homes, whatever it is for you. Only 2 or 3 of them are actually going to be good for you. So when it all boils down and you actually start weeding out all the bad cups, basically, you're going to only have 2 or 3 of these to choose from. And when it comes down to that, it's not that big of a stressful situation at all. It's easier to decide. It's easier for you to pick and choose which cup, which choice to take. And I just want to tell you that, because sometimes this gets a little bit freaky. You know, you start looking at it and you're like, holy cow, wait a minute, I've got way too many choices. Which one am I supposed to go with? And it starts panicking you a little bit. But then after you weed out all the ones that are like, no, then you can actually sit down and choose. And it becomes a lot more obvious, a lot more decisive. It's almost like you guys are going to say, okay, I know exactly which one I'm going to go with, or which cup I'm going to choose, which situation I'm going to go with, which path I'm going to go down. It's almost to a certain extent a little bit like with this Hangman. So you guys just might need to take, let me think for a second, 4, 5, 7 days to make this choice, to make this decision, to make this to take the right path for you. Because you feel like you're stuck, you feel like you're being picked on. This is an ending to this nonsense, you all. The 10 of Swords here is an ending and a new beginning all wrapped up into one card. So if you feel like you're being held down and you feel like you just can't, like a little claustrophobic is how I'm feeling about it, then I need you just to take a deep breath. Don't have a panic attack. Everything is going to work out, okay? And I just want you guys to realize that, because you're feeling stuck, but you will get out of this situation. For some people, When you're listening to this, it's going to take you 4 days, some people 5 days, some people 7 days from the time you're listening to this right now. I just want you to realize that, so don't panic over it, because these two cards right here are saying that things are working out in your favor. A lot of you all may be getting some sort of financial gain, whether it be paid sick leave that if you have to stay home, or if it's tax time, or if it's you guys with that bonus or that raise at your job. Something is going to happen here to most of you all that's really going to make you feel happy again. And it could be from this choice that you're making, that you're giving yourself a little bit of a timeout. Because with this Lord right here, let me take a breath. I'm talking too fast. With this Lord right here, I have two different feelings about him. On one hand, I almost feel like this is somebody that's going to come in and help you all in a way that you didn't expect. And that could be what's leading you to this Ace of Pentacles and this Four of Wands, the reason to celebrate up here. I almost feel like whether it's someone owning a company, a president of a bank, someone giving you a better deal on a loan or credit cards or car payments. Right now, with everything that's going on, I just feel like a lot of people are panicking and stressing out, but I believe that everything's going to work out for everyone out there. It's all going to fall into place. There's no need to feel like you're being harassed or you don't know how you're going to pay your bills. I think it's all going to work out, okay? Don't panic over it, you all, because I do believe that it's almost like a blessing in disguise, so to speak. There's going to be something, even though something bad may be happening in the world at this moment with this virus, there's going to be something that comes in that's going to be a huge relief for almost everybody out there. So please don't panic over it. Go with the flow. Take some time if you need to figure out which choice or which decision is the right one for you, because I believe this person right here is going to come in and help you. Let's say, okay, let me give you an example. If you have a rent payment or a house payment or a car payment or something to that extent, this person of this company might come in and say, you know what, we're going to give you an extra 30 days, an extra 60 days to pay this. We're not going to make you pay it on time because some people are not getting paid right now. So that's how I'm feeling about this. It's almost like, even if you find yourself in a pickle with finances, it's all going to work out. So that's what I'm talking about with this Lord. On the flip side of this Lord, though, I feel like this is you and your energy and your take charge type of person. And that's how I'm feeling with him. It's almost like you guys are like, wait a minute, I'm going to do what's best for me. And you're seeing things in on all sides. You're not looking at something just in one way. You're looking at it in all directions. So you're using your intelligence, you're using your passion, but you're also using your emotions and you're using your groundedness and down to earth. It's almost like you guys are taking charge of this. You're not feeling like this anymore. You're going to be just fine. This could be a person too that's coming in for you all, like with this Two of Action. I almost feel like for some of you guys, you may be thinking about partnering up with someone, whether it be a friend or a family member or a romantic partner or someone completely different that I'm not talking, a coworker or a sibling or someone in your family. It almost makes me feel like if you guys got together, you guys, with your knowledge of one thing and their knowledge of another thing, the two of you guys, or three, or even more, would absolutely kick some butt to a certain extent on something in particular. So that's how I'm feeling with this. Now, this is not going to be for everyone, but maybe it's just a thought or an idea that you can help someone else with or they can help you with, and then all of a sudden you have come up with this idea or this solution or this thought that's actually coming to life. I'm just feeling like that. And then with this High Priest, sometimes when I get him, he can stand for contracts and he can stand for marriage, but I also see him as higher education. So if you all are looking at this time, maybe some of you guys are working from home, like I said, maybe you're wanting to gain some sort of knowledge or some sort of class or something to that extent, now might be the time to look into that. But I almost feel like with this contract and this gentleman here, and you guys feel like your hands are tied, I feel like that this is going to be a blessing in disguise that's coming in that's really going to make you be like, oh, thank goodness, you know? So don't panic over anything right now. It's just a bad time to panic. But I do want you to know that I see financial rewards. I see something that you're happy about, something that you're wanting to have a party over. And I think it's just going to take you just a few days. I've already said that earlier. How many days? And then all of a sudden, that thought, that idea, that circumstance, that cup, you're going to know which one to take, okay? So just go with it and just realize that sometimes when you're in this situation, you need to give it just a little bit more time in order to figure out which way to go, what to do, how to do it, which way to handle it. And on the flip side of this too, not on the flip side, but I want you to realize it might come from someone else's perspective. It might come from a dream. It might come from the internet. It might come from TV. It might come from a book. It might come from somebody talking to you. Somehow, some way, there's going to be something that just jars your memory like that. And that is going to be the new perspective that you're looking for, or the new idea, or the new thought that you're aiming for. Okay? Sorry, I was just talk. If you believe and don't stop doing what you're doing. Don't stop, because it's going to be financially rewarding, okay? Don't let this get you feel like you're tied down. You're going to be just fine. And always stay positive. Always stay positive. I know you're sick of me saying that. Positive people have more positive lives, you all. I'm not kidding you when I say that. I know it sounds silly, but it's very true. More optimistic people have better, happier, positive lives. It's a proven fact. I ain't kidding you. Healer of abundance. Never doubt that you can make a difference. Your creativity and ability to be innovative make you destined to succeed. It might be time to expand your career, but don't forget to leave time for family. This situation involves a person, possibly you, who is down to earth with a gift for design or decorating. He or she is open-minded and nurturing. If that's the case, like I was saying earlier, the two of you all, or more, probably two, could absolutely get together and be fantastic at something in particular, especially if it's decorating or designing or something to that extent. Two of action. Trust in your ability to make excellent choices. There's opportunity all around you if you just continue to move forward. It may be time to take on a new partner who can help you be a success in your career or creative endeavors. Keep your eyes on the big picture rather than the details of the moment. So there you go. Once again, you may find a partner somehow, some way. They may be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, very creative, very down to earth, very sweet, kind, and caring, male or female. This could be a romantic partner for some of you, or your child or coworker. But I do believe that for some of you all, you're going to be maybe get together with someone else and you're going to be fantastic at something specific. And if you are panicking, don't panic. You're going to be just fine. Financially, you're going to be just fine. All right, Scorpio, this is a great reading. Scorpio, this is a great reading. Scorpio, this is a great reading.